The NCAA College Football Season 1 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Tonight, from Orlando, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
NCAA College Football Season 1 2021 Week 1 matchup coming up next. Texas Tech Raiders 4-6, Florida State Seminoles 4-6.
As a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say?
And right away, he lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge.
NCAA College Football Season 1 2021 Week 1 matchup coming up next. Oklahoma Sooners 7-3, Miami Hurricanes 6-4.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Brown on first and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Brown's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's good.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Brennan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Number 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
48-yard line.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brennan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Fields Jones.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Good.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Brennan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback sacked. A loss loss of 2 yards.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And finding his target, Pettigrew. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Brennan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
The quarterback is sacked.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Brennan. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Brennan's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Broncos 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Freeman.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
A loss of 6 yards.
Back to throw. Brown. Throw left side complete. It's Webb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's Brown. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The quarterback is sacked.
Looking to throw. Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And operating from the gun, Brennan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around,
NCAA college football season 1-2-0-2-1 Week 1-1 matchup coming up next. Clemson Tigers 6-4, Michigan State Spartans 6-4.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, Brennan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brennan. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
NCAA college football season 1 2021 week 1-1 matchup coming up next. Nebraska Cornhuskers 9-1 Texas Longhorns 6-4.
50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brown looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that one will fall incomplete.
It leads to second.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brown now throwing on first down, being chased out left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Broncos 3.
So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Brown on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And
well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force 4th down.
makes the score Chiefs 13, Broncos 3.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Return team.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic 1st down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Brown.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Brennan, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
40-yard line.
Back to throw. Brennan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Brennan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's got daylight. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
His kick.
And he puts it through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Throwing on first down. Brennan, and it's complete to the tight end Pettigrew. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brennan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
That's good.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brennan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Brennan. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Brennan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Operating from the gun. Brennan, and it's caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
He's got it. So they convert to 2, then keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Yeah, he's got it. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
59 mark, check, 59.
They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. Kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
Chiefs 30, Broncos 11.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way.
Week 1-1 LSU Tigers 1-1 Oregon Ducks 3-0 final.
Yours felt in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.